Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Toss play to the outside. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Glenn. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out in the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
They'll try the ground game here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up when they drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Quick completion to the tight end. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, just basically...
Oh, he's lost the ball. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. The shotgun handoff here. No way to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Early in this conference championship game, one of those crucial plays, a 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Swarm by the pass rush, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit, trying to connect from 40 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. linebacker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Second down after that previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Martin. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush against home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Makes it look easy. And that will tie the game here.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. It's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with a receiver here. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff on a counter. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's King. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You maybe see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Play fake, looking to throw on first down. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Trying to convert with a sweep. The Lions will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Tackle finally made at the 37. 1st and 10 from there.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw it. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks an open space. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Ending off on the draw play. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Motion now from the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
A play action, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Begin the drive here, set up at the 30. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Glenn. It's out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Finding space at the 20. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? quarterback's got it. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Bears pick up enough for a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful in his first attempt. This one a chip shot from 25 yards out.
Oh, and he knocks it right through.
And with that, they retake the lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick it deep to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Grabbed by the receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. And here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Penn State. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT is good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. On first down, it's play action.
Looking to scramble.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again.
The penalty backs him up first and very long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
To the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's first and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They could create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
So here's the first play of the drive. Backed up with their own 7. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
It's Martin. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important second down play coming up. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the returner will be brought down. Back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Glenn. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And this pass is caught. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Baylor. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Point after, not right through. Putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Quite a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? As a design quarterback keeper. Able to convert on 3rd, sets up 1st and goal, the 8. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Catch made on the right side. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense steps up here. Now we've got a 4th and goal situation. And now that you're in the 2nd half, obviously a field goal here ties the game up. But you're pretty close. What do you think the decision is here? Do you go for this touchdown and maybe take the lead? Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. And now the defense decides to suspend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? On the run, it's Martin. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Timeout is called. They talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. He keeps it on the design run. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good, right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return. What interception. There's the offensive football at the 40.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.